find those openings. He is so good at this legend, and Guichabou is going to have to fight with everything he has to move forward here.
And I know Flower's been talking a lot about his mentality, kind of looking into, other very, very special people in their own rights. I forget the name of who he's referencing. I know Sparky brought it up a couple times. I feel like Guichabou might be the biggest mentality check you can face in Brawlhalla right now in North America. I mean, the Qatar demon himself is able to completely run through games if you're not ready for it, and Flower will have to play very poised and keep the game plan going. And so far, he's doing just that with the bow.
Ooh, let this neutral sig go up. Guichabou ducks underneath it, but it cannot stay out of the way of the neutral light. The side light from Guichabou finishes up with the ground pound. Flower gonna step back. Sayer is gonna disarm Guichabou. Weapon throw up. Flower cannot get over. Yes, he does. He's able to go ahead and get his hands on that hammer. Guichabou still no weapon to be found, and we talked about this earlier. Flower will starve you out.
Yeah, this is a run back, if I'm not mistaken, right? And where Guichabou down 2-0 went over to Lord Vrax to try to get a win. Flower will continue this dominant run through the elimination side, looking for a KO there with the downlight, doesn't find it. Guichabou, Hail Mary down sig, Hail Mary end sig, trying to find anything to stick onto Flower, but Flower is just looking so good right now. GC side sig will come out.
No, I think you're absolutely correct. I'm pretty sure it was Guichabou that sent Flower down to elimination side.
Flower sent Guichabou to elimination
that's
side.
What I said. That's what I said.
The Nair will come out there from Flower to close out that stock. 3 stocks to 2 now. Flower just continues this game plan that works so well against Guichabou, nullifying these Qatars, getting the signatures out, and keeping the space contained. An N-Sig will come out from Guichabou. Flower will punish Guichabou dearly with 2 hammer Nairs, and the juggle will continue for Flower.
Ooh, Flower. Guichabou put himself in a bad spot, but had that weapon throw to be able to get him the spacing, and I take that back. Maybe that was the best spot Guichabou could have made for himself as he turns it in to a stock.
Recovery there from Flower, and as he picks up a hammer, Guichabou now trying to contend with these Qatars. A down stick into a side air. Guichabou getting forced into the corner immediately as all this extra credit just amounts to Flower now sending Guichabou that much farther on these side airs. D-light into side air and N-sig to close out that stock. Flower is just so poised. It just looks like his set right now, Slow-mo.
It really does. There's no escaping that neutral sig. Man, that neutral sig is so effective, especially on re-entry on stage like that. Guichabou found out firsthand, but the Nair is going to get the nice bounce for Guichabou and send Flower downward. But Flower able to stop it. Weapon throw up. He recovers Guichabou into the weapon throw, catches him with a gravity cancel D-light, or gravity cancel neutral light rather.
Nice down air there. The side air comes out as well from Guichabou. Nice little half pipe, but an attempt to catch a dodge down with a GC down sig. Won't find it there. And N-sig comes out as well. No signature. Half connected for Guichabou, which is such a big shame because that's kind of why you're playing this Queen Nai compared to the Sakura. You're waiting to try to get a Qatar string into a signature. The down sig will be avoided by Flower once again. A side air gets winded up, but gets beat out by Guichabou's side light. The ground pound comes out. Flower, ground pound of his own. I know you were talking about that earlier, about how we want to see more ground pounds from Flower. It costs him a lot of positioning there, though. GC down sig will close out that stock.
Absolutely, absolutely. Guichabou, Qatar's in hand. He has brought this back a little bit. Flower still needs to be aware here of what's going on and make sure he doesn't let this loss slip through his fingers, because Guichabou, if anybody can bring it back right here, it is him on this Queen Nai. Flower having a hard time. Looking for the perfect opening. The neutral light gets dodged through, but he scoops Guichabou up, throws him into the air. Guichabou trying to find a perfect opening, cannot get it, throws an air out in the middle of the air. The Sayer is going to connect, stays out of the way of the wisp. Flower there, missing with the stop, catches him with the neutral, but misses the nair.
Guichabou now chasing upwards, GC downlight into a down air. The down air comes out, Flower getting sent off stage. The side air does not connect, and Flower will reversal with a down air of his own. GC side light, that's the wrong option, and Guichabou punishes you with a 3-piece as you burn your dodge on a GC side light. Might have been a misinput for Flower. The weapon toss nullifies the down signature there, beating out the startup frames of it, and Guichabou now still in this game. The side air will stay alive a little bit longer because you're playing Queen Nai. The down angled weapon toss to keep yourself a little bit farther into this game. A weapon pickup there as more Qatars spawn in for Guichabou. Nice punish on that D-light with a side light, but it's not enough yet. D-light into recovery. Flower without a weapon. Guichabou now chasing Flower off stage. Charge, slide charge, N-sig, and Flower gets mind-gimped by it. He worries too much about avoiding that N-sig, and in the end, Flower loses his stock. He did not have enough resources to wait for it to finish, and that's what's going to happen.
I did not expect Guichabou to be able to take that game, but I tried to warn Flower. I tried to warn him.
It's crazy, man. Look at this. This is so unfortunate. So he burns an immediate jump and has to fast fall to avoid the slide charge N-sig. And I don't know if a GC sidelight was the option. It's the same kind of weird option that he went for on the hammer that got him hit with a 3-piece by Guichabou's Qatars. I'm not sure what Flower's doing. Maybe it's some misinputs. I don't know for sure, but right now, Guichabou's going to take that in stride and now go up 1 game in the set.
I mean, he better just be thankful for it, because he definitely was given a gift there at the end of game number 1. Flower, though, could try and keep this from happening again. He acts like he's going to chase Gui up into the air, but decides to drop back to that soft platform. Guichabou getting a 2-piece off the guitars. The Dare is going to hit back-to-back Dare into Nair, into recovery. Looking for another one. Can he find it? Ooh, the neutral state does get punished this time from the neutral light from Flower.
A down air from Guichabou into a down stick, trying to catch a no-dodge option. And without a weapon, Flower now will have to play very scared versus these Guichabou spear signatures. 2 signatures to fly a recovery, not enough to KO off the top. But it's getting to that point as a weapon toss comes in. Guichabou now looking for these Katars to find its mark. No, just a weapon start over to Flower. Week 2 can play that game.
The down sig was way overshot of Flower. Flower able to get that dead zone in the middle of it and stay safe. Catches the neutral air. Another one against Guichabou and the Wisp, the Nair, the back-to-back Nair. Hit him again.
Oh, another.
Hits him with a 3 and Nairs. Guichabou somehow still holding on to this first stock. He's going to reach down with the spear, get the pogo, and he steals the first stock away from Flower. Guichabou is the first to strike.
Very important that Flower, even though you lose that stock and it felt like an inevitability as you took so much damage, you were still able to get 3 Nairs to reversal Guichabou in that juggle state, and now you're just so much closer to finding that KO damage. D-Light into side air is enough to KO. Flower evened it up quickly. The Smiling Titan will make his appearance on the right side, her appearance on the right side of the stage there, as we go to 2 stocks apiece here in game number 2.
All right, Flower throws the weapon up. He wants that hammer and to leave Guichabou unarmed. We've seen this before, PJ. Catches him with the neutral. The side light's going to connect as well. Guichabou comes up with the pogo, but Flower right there with the slide charge neutral light to be able to go ahead and get some more damage on Gui. Gui throws the spear away. Neutral air is going to put some more damage on Flower. Now who's going to go weapon? Flower, side light. Oh, good job. He was didn't want to push the issue there, got out of the way, be able to follow it up there with a neutral sig against Guichabou. He sweat beats out.
Oh my goodness.
Platform, but now we see the Katars open wide up.
Guichabou going for that side light there, expecting a dodge away. Now Flower reversals with an air on the bow. D-Light into side air, and this damage lead is definitely paying off for Flower right now as you look for a KO. Great option from Flower there. He throws out the down stick, but does not commit to holding that position. Dashes back to center stage and then jumps over Guichabou, landing, getting the down air to KO off the top. So smart from Flower. The evolution of the set play, not going for the simplest and easiest option, but going for the one that yields the most reward. GC downlight into recovery for Guichabou, who's down quite a bit now. We'll have to find some sort of signature to KO that. The weapon pickup into the end sig gets beat out by Flower's end light. Nice side sig attempt from Guichabou, but Flower will reversal potentially. No, the side air will send Flower down. Can Guichabou close this one out? Breakdance into the wall. I think Flower gets some resources back. Yes, he does, but the pogo might close out the stock. Yes, it does.
Yeah, Guichabou going to go down there with the gravity cancel breakdance just to make sure, but that has done nothing but bring Flower onto his final stock. Flower still has a pretty good advantage here as long as he can play careful here on this final stock.
And as we say that, Guichabou starts off there with a big ground pound to try to extend on the dodge read. No dodge from Flower, just no action, not even dodging to land back down, just waiting for Guichabou, realizing that Guichabou now has to let all of those reads rip. Sometimes the no mix-up is the best one. Side air comes out from Flower. N6 to try to punish Guichabou jumping out of the corner. And that side air could just be it. If Flower can capitalize on this edge guard, Guichabou sweat beats. Flower does not get it, and Guichabou doesn't get the down air either. And 2 games are decided off of 2 misplays on the recoveries from both Guichabou and Flower. But nonetheless, we go into game 3 with an even scoreline.
Just like I like to have it, this triple nair, bro. It was good. I was so clean, so much damage built up right there. Flower was just a menace.
He was.
It was just an absolute menace from a 3-2-1 brawl till the end of that game, making Guichabou work for it the entire way, but still coming out on top as he now has, we're all tied up into game number 3, and we're going back to the Dome. North America mixing it up a little bit for us today.
I'm quite curious to see if this swap is going to work out. I think that a lot of the success from Queen 9 not only comes from the signatures, but also the high defense. The other side of it, Lin Fei will have to be a little bit more cautious as you're expecting to all of that dexterity. We'll see Guichabou for sure lean into the Katars now more, though, and maybe even see some cannon, especially as the spear wasn't working out so well on the Queen 9. Nice side air attempt from Flower. Guichabou finally gets the first strike there with a down air nair into recovery. Down air to catches the dodge through with a D-Light into a GC side stick to cover a lot of horizontal space. The N-Sig lets rip as well, and that GC side stick will catch Flower. And as I get caught up in words, Flower gets caught up in all these moves Guichabou's getting throwing out.
Yeah, not a whole lot of offense coming out from Flower yet. Guichabou's kind of running the show here at the beginning on Miami Dome. The Wisp coming out. Guichabou's going to stay out of the way, but his side air gets shut down by a side light. Flower, is he going to fish for it? Ooh, he catches the cannon. Guichabou now back over on the guitars and has a very, very nice lead on stock number 1. Flower having a hard time finding the positioning with those Sares to be able to get that big damage that he has relied on so far. The side light is going to go ahead and connect. Guichabou whiffing on the second piece of that combo. The Nair whiffs.
Oh my goodness, the Nairs are coming out as well. D-Light into a big open up. D-Light into side light. I don't think Flower was anticipating landing on that soft platform there. Potentially could have seen through that, but was unable to position for a KO tool. That side air will be the first one to close out that stock though. There's a little scramble there for sure on the right side of Miami Dome as Guichabou now lands back down, is looking to pick up some sort of weapon. No, instead a Haymaker comes out, and that back hit of the side sig will actually catch Guichabou, but solo damage didn't send anywhere.
Yeah, it almost looked like it hit it all. The weapon throw is going to go ahead and swipe Guichabou on the way, but he goes with a ground pound, letting it rip. Flower able to get back up on stage. We see the down sig come out. Another one. Guichabou's going to make his way up, but he gets caught with a neutral light as he tries to make his way around those wisps.
I think it's so important that you see Flower already adapting to those ground pounds. I talked to Guichabou about those ground pounds at BCX. He said it's very hard to punish those. He's willing to go for those, but I think Flower has the right idea. Don't punish the move. Punish him trying to get back to the stage after the fact. The N-Sig will come out for Guichabou. Will punish Flower getting back onto the stage himself. So maybe seeing through that strategy as well as Guichabou picks up a cannon here and makes it look something happen in terms of damage building on the cannon. This might not be what we expected, as we expect the guitars to play the most dominant role in this character pick.
We do want to see him mix up his kit a little bit, though. I mean, the guitars have not been showing anything. I mean, we get some good combos, but it's not breaking away from Flower. It's not competing with the pace that Flower is putting down. So we need to change something. We need to try and mix something up with the cannon.
Down air there, a little wait. Flower, no dodge. Again, the no mix-up works out the second time. Sidelight waiting for the dodge, and that's another dodge read attempt with a ground pound on the guitars. It has not been working out for Guichabou. Uncharacteristic from Flower. GC side stick comes in for Guichabou, and that's a big open up there, catching a jump with a down air, looking to close out that edge guard, cannot find it there. GC D-Light into a turnaround now, picks up a hammer, and Guichabou now looking to close out that stock with a GC side stick. Flower will not give any of those big reads.
Ooh, Guichabou reaching back up with the down light. Oh, Flower going to get a good punish with the Nair onto that signature from Guichabou, and holding on to a full stock advantage as Guichabou is being taken down to the final interactions of his final stock. Flower was trying to cook something crazy right there, but didn't quite get the bounce that he wanted. Flower come back down. Oh my God, that was disgusting.
Flower moves forward so quickly there in that game. I mean, that looks like a completely different set. I saw a lot of signs of life from Guichabou, especially in that game 1, game 2, a lot closer. But at the end of the day, we just see Flower fully pull ahead really in the set as we see Guichabou swapping over once again, and that little graphic will show it. We're going to be seeing Levi make an appearance.
So nasty, bro. Oh, Levi, very nice. Going to mix it up with yet another guitar legend. Going to try the Asuri. This is something that we have seen from Guichabou before. This is what I consider a desperation pick from Guichabou, as he's going to try and get something going. I think Sword might be able to have some success against Flower. We'll just have to see how Guichabou plays this legend.
I'm happy to see a guitar legend come out instead of something like the Lord Brax we saw on the winner side of things, and immediately a signature comes out from Guichabou. Flower checking that dash again with the side light, waiting more. Side air comes in. Another jump side air attempt as Flower slowly moves forward into Guichabou, but just hasn't really found any of those big reads yet to set up those edge guards. Flower just really happy to continue to reset neutral and hold advantage state. Guichabou picks up a sword.
Well, I think Flower's kind of won most of the neutral interactions so far in the set. He's definitely at least has the advantage there. Guichabou sweat beats coming out. Flower couldn't get a hand on him. The neutral sig from the hammer comes out. So is a stop Sair. Guichabou being set all the way out. Sweat beats again, but the weapon throw saved his stock.
Big end light there from Flower to catch Guichabou landing back onto the stage, and kind of reminds me of their winner side set. The last ditch effort, the Hail Mary swap will not be enough to do it. I mean, unless Guichabou lets something crazy go on the guitars once again, I don't really foresee this being a great swap. The side air comes out now, and he might look to prove me wrong with the sword, and yes, he does. The ground pound comes in. Flower unable to make it back as that side air catches, and Guichabou silences me as a doubter myself. I will write my apology for him right now, as that worked out in a great way.
For just then, I mean, it was just one interaction. I don't want to be like, okay, he's got sword, he's good now.
Yeah.
But so far, we are seeing a much better pace from Guichabou than we have seen pretty much this entire set.
Starting off with a bit of a down air there. Flower has not been getting scared of those downers as much as Guichabou would want. Nice Nair into recovery, then drew a GC downlight. That's a 5-piece string off of a single dodge read. Flower getting a big Nair there into a cider. Guichabou will take the damage and not burn any resources. Hopefully, Flower puts himself back off stage with 2 exclamation points. The Nair comes out and the cider from Guichabou. A downlight from Flower tries to punish Guichabou, landing back on the stage. Another Nair comes out and Flower in the driver's seat of this advantage take. Guichabou makes it back down and they go back to neutral.
Flower looking fantastic. Guichabou though working that sword. We saw the recovery come out. He immediately drops it though. He's looking for that weapon drop. He wants those guitars. Side light into D light. Could not finish up with the recovery, however, and we see the wisp coming out from Flower, keeping that distance, keeping that shield up.
Oh, D-Light into cider. Guichabou coast to coast. The Nair comes out to swat away the high recovery. And Flower 1 stock away from moving forward in the set, looking to fight Balloon Boy in Elimination Side Finals. You don't want to count a player like Guichabou out yet, but Flower has been looking so good these last 2 games.
Oh, the weapon throw up. Guichabou getting caught with another Nair. Flower reaching up for another one. The stun, being able to use those weapon throws and just getting that those couple frames of stun, putting him in the best position possible. There we go. Just go and float out into the ground pound. That'll work out. Guichabou going to go ahead and tie the socks up. He throws everything away. He settles back on the guitars. Can he save the set?
He's going to really, really hope that he can extend this to a game 5. Flower's going to hold on to this bow, though, and put some space between. Nice Nair, end light to catch Guichabou, trying to land side light into the D light into a cider, putting Guichabou off stage, looking for the Nair there, didn't find it.
That spot.
Slowly moving forward, side light into a side sig, the big signature read. Guichabou does not dodge away that time, though, and the sword comes online. Cider sends Flower off stage. A Nair to try to catch the landing, does not find it there. Side light doesn't catch either. Flower reversals with a Nair, and Flower realizes that we're approaching that damage threshold where you can start throwing out those KO options.
Well, not on bow, I wouldn't think, but he definitely with the hammer in hand.
Oh, wait a minute. Guichabou dodges the GC side sig, but no punish after the fact. Guichabou sliding forward with a side sig, but it's not enough. Flower will get the scoop and get the score to find the set in a 3-1 fashion and move forward into Elimination Side Finals.
I hate to say I saw it coming, but man, Flower has had Guichabou's number all day long. We see him taking another victory against Gui. We saw 3 different legends from Guichabou. He tried everything that set, could not find